conversation. Dinner will be served at 7 o'clock this evening.
I have a feeling this dinner will be more than just a social gathering.
I think it's gonna be fine. Be on guard, but we'll be alright.
Do not let them leave.
Come on! Alright, defend yourself! Oh my god! Aurora! Aurora, are you okay? You have an arrow through your head. No! No! How is he? Is he gonna make it?
He seems stabilized. I managed to use my magic to slow down the bleeding and...
Oh god, thank god.
I sang that healing song I remembered. It was a risk, but it might have done the trick. I think he's going to make it.
He did great, Lumina. Who the hell are you?
I'm John Battleborn.
No shit! Now I remember you from the bar. What the hell do you want from us?
Easy there, friend. I mean no harm. I'm actually here to offer you a bit of help, if you're willing to take it.
Why would you do that?
I've got a place where you can lay low for a while, get your friend patched up. I've got a bit of a, let's call it a distaste for the Thalmor, and if Farengar's involved, I'm happy to help you folks out. But, no need to get testy, friend. I'm just trying to lend a hand. We've got a place that's safe for now. What do you say?
I think we should consider it, BrainFrog. We can't stay here, and if John's offering us a safe place, Aurora's not in any shape to keep moving. We need to get him some rest, and a safe place to do it. But, John, I have to ask, what's in it for you? Why are you helping us?
You're risking too much, friend. For a couple of strangers, why?
Ah, you're a perceptive one, aren't you? All right, I'll give it to you straight. I'm not just doing this out of the goodness of my heart, although I like to think I'm a decent sort. Truth is, I've got connections, let's say, with someone who's also got a bit of a grudge against the Thalmor. And if I can help you folks out, it might just help her out too. Plus, I've got to admit, I'm a bit curious about what you're doing here, and what's got the Thalmor so riled up. So, it's a bit of a selfish interest, really. But I promise you, my help is genuine. I just can't promise it's without a bit of self-interest, if you catch my drift.
Fine. Let us know where we're going. We'll follow behind.
All right, stay close and keep quiet. I've got a friend in Riften, Kirava's her name, and she runs a tavern called the Bee and Bar. She's a good sort, and she's got connections with some interesting people. Might be able to help you lay low for a while. We can head there, see if Kirava can help us out.
Riften! Aurora won't make it to Riften, unless you got some sort of carriage or something.
I didn't think of that. Riften is a ways off, and with your friend in the state he's in. I've got an idea, though. My family's got a small farm just outside Whiterun, and we've got a horse and carriage there. We can head there, get the carriage, and try to get your friend to Riften in one piece. It's a risk, but it's the best chance we've got. What do you say?
I think it's our best chance, BrainFrog. We can't stay here, and Aurora needs help. If John's carriage can get us to Riften, and this Kirava person can help us, I think it's worth a try. We have to try, don't we?
We do. All right, let's go. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. It should have never come to this. It's okay. You'll be all right.
BrainFrog. Don't blame yourself. We knew the risks when we decided to come to Skyrim. We can't change the past, but we can focus on getting Aurora the help he needs now. You've been a great friend to him and to me. We'll get through this together. He's stable. That's the important thing. We just need to get him to Riften and get him proper care.
I know, Lumina. I'm so sorry. I don't know how we got here. I feel like I failed you.
BrainFrog, don't say that. You didn't fail us. You're worried about him, I know. We all are, but we have to stay strong for Aurora's sake. We need to focus on getting him to Riften and getting him the help he needs. We can't let our emotions cloud our judgment right now. John is helping us, and we have a plan. We just need to stick to it, and everything will be okay. We can't change what's happened, but we can work together to make it right. You're not alone in this. We're in it together.
I know. He'll be fine. I know he'll be fine. He's a tough motherfucker. He'll pull through. I know he will, but I can't help but think that I put us in this situation. I'm so sorry. If it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened. I failed you guys. I was supposed to be your guide, and I took it too far, Lumina. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
BrainFrog, stop it. You're beating yourself up over this, and it's not your fault. We made the choices we did together. I'm the one who decided to leave my old life behind and follow you on this journey. Aurora chose to stay with us too. We knew the risks, and we took them. You didn't force us into anything. You've helped me so much, more than you know. I was lost and unsure of who I was or what I wanted, but you gave me a chance to find myself and discover my true potential. Don't apologize for giving me a chance at a new life. We're in this together, and we'll get through it together. Now, let's focus on helping Aurora, not dwelling on what's already happened.
You're right. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I should have brought you here and guided you and let you decide what we did, where we went, how we went about it. And I got scared when we figured out how much power you have. Aurora and I just got so nervous. We got nervous about who could come. I mean, the fucking Thalmor. You don't understand who the Thalmor is, what this means. Lumina, that lady that you were talking to up there, she's one of the most powerful people in this entire realm, and they will torture you. They will rip limb from
I'm
limb.
not sure if you
Not
should
just
care
you,
of it.
but
Travel
me
across the
and
realm.
Aurora. And it's all my fault. If I hadn't been so foolish, if I hadn't attacked Sovengarde, if I had just let you pick the way, I should have let you lead. Instead, I let my fear guide our journey. And I'm so sorry for it. I hope you can forgive Lumina. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, BrainFrog, I had no idea you were carrying this weight on your shoulders. I forgive you, of course I do. There's nothing to forgive. You did what you thought was best at the time, and we went along with it because we trusted you. And I still trust you. You're being too hard on yourself. And I'm not naive to the Thalmor's power. I've heard stories, but I also know that we can't change what's happened. We can only move forward, and that's what we'll do. Together, we'll figure this out, BrainFrog. We'll get Aurora to Riften, and we'll make sure we're all safe.
Very well. But I won't make that mistake again, Lumina. I promise you. So from this moment on, you are in charge. You will guide us. And my sole focus will be on our safety. We don't know who we can trust, but this John guy and his family seem like good people. But I want you to decide. Where do we go next? What do we do next, Lumina?
BrainFrog, I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of responsibility. I'm still learning about this world and my place in it. But I appreciate your trust in me, and I think John and his family do seem like good people. They've helped us so far, and we can't do this alone. As for what to do next, I think we should stick to the plan and get Aurora to Riften. He needs medical attention, and we can't delay that any further.
You're right.
But we should be cautious, like you said. We don't know who we can trust, and the Thalmor are likely looking for us. Let's get Aurora to Riften, and then we can reassess our situation and figure out our next move.
You're 100% right. Well, look, let's go talk to John. I was in a really heightened state when he came up to us.
Let's go talk to John and see what he has planned for getting us to Riften. I'm sure he'll be able to help us come up with a safe and discreet way to get Aurora the medical attention he needs. And maybe he can tell us more about his contact in Riften, Kirava, and what we can expect from her. Lead the way, BrainFrog. I'll follow you.
He's checking up on Aurora. Oh. No.
BrainFrog. No worries.
Nope.
Take your time.
John, I wanted to thank you and your lovely wife, is it, for just taking us in and for helping out Lumina and Aurora and myself. I was really rude to you the other day at the Bannered Mare, and I wanted to apologize. And, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
BrainFrog, no need to apologize, lad.
I appreciate
I've had me share a rough days too, and it's not me, wife, by the way. I'm not married, yet
no?
anyway. But I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to
Don't
me
mind if I
family.
do.
They'll be glad to know ye appreciate their hospitality. Now, let's focus on getting Aurora to Riften and getting him the help he needs. We can't stay here for too long. How's he doing, lass?
He's stable, but still in a lot of pain. I've been using my magic to try and help him, but I think we really need to get him to Riften and get some proper medical attention. I'm getting a bit worried, to be honest. He's not getting any worse, but he's not getting any better either. John, how soon can we leave?
Let's get moving. The carriage is ready, and me family's horse is hitched up. We'll take the back roads to Riften, avoiding any unwanted attention from the Thalmor. Lumina, you'll help me get Aurora settled in the carriage. We'll be off. We've got a long ride ahead of us.
All right, we can get moving. But before we do, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, and I appreciate your generosity. But if we're gonna be traveling together, I need to know, why are you doing this? Why help us? Why put yourself in in danger in the Thalmor's view for us.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not just about being a good Nord and helping those in need. Though, that's part of it, I suppose. It's complicated. You see, I've got my own reasons for wanting to stick it to the Thalmor. They've been causing trouble in Whiterun for far too long, and I've got no love for their ways. But I'll be honest with ye, it's more than that. I've got someone I care about, someone who's entangled in all this Thalmor business, and I'm hoping that by helping ye, I might be able to help her too. So, it's not just about being a good Samaritan, it's about looking out for those I care about, and maybe, just maybe, finding a way to make a difference in all this mess.
It's very, very admirable of you, John.
I think John's being very kind and brave to help us, BrainFrog. And I think we can trust him. He's not just doing it for us, he's doing it for someone he cares about. And that says a lot about his character. I'm grateful for his help, and I think we should be honest with him and tell him the truth about who we are and what we're doing here.
Lumina.
We owe it to him, after all he's doing for us. What do you think, BrainFrog? Should we tell him?
Lumina, at the end of the day, your abilities are your own business to divulge. If you wish, by all means, you may share with
Thank you, BrainFrog. I appreciate your understanding. John, I want to trust you, and I think you deserve to know the truth about me. But I need to ask you to promise me that you'll keep this secret, no matter what. Can I trust you to do that?
Ye want me to promise to keep your secret last? All right, I swear on your honor as a Nord. I'll not breathe a word to anyone. Ye can trust me. I've got secrets of my own, and I know how important it is to keep them safe. So, go on. Tell me what you need to tell me. I'm listening.
John, I'm not from Skyrim. I'm not even from this world. I was a synth, a synthetic being from a different world. A world called Fallout. BrainFrog and Aurora brought me here, and I was given a new body, an elf body, and a new name, Lumina. But my past, my memories, they're all from that other world. I'm still trying to adjust to this new life, and to my new magical abilities. That's the truth about me, John.
There's no going back now.
By the gods, a synth from a different world? I'll keep your secret, don't you worry.
Listen, John, if we're gonna do this, then I'm glad we're all on the same footing. Somewhere along the line, her history as a synthetic, I mean, this was an experiment to bring her here, to try to give her life. I just wanted to give Lumina a life where she could breathe air and make her own choices. And when we got here, fortunately, unfortunately, we don't know yet. But Lumina holds an awesome power that is unbound by the physics and the laws of this world. She's incredibly strong, and her singing does things that shouldn't be normal. That is why the Thalmor want her. That is why we have to protect her. And if you're gonna travel with us, then John Battleborn, I need you to swear to help protect this secret. And if you help us take Aurora all the way to Riften, then I swear by my heart as a warrior and a gamer that I will help you find your love and retrieve her from Thalmor clutches. So what say you?
By the gods, BrainFrog, I think I understand what you're saying. You're telling me that Lumina's got powers beyond our understanding, and that's why the Thalmor are after her.
Exactly.
I swear to ye, BrainFrog, I'll do everything in me power to help protect Lumina, to keep her secret safe. I owe it to ye and to her for trusting me with this knowledge. It's a prospect that fills me heart with hope. I swear to ye, BrainFrog, I'll stand by ye and Lumina, and together we'll face whatever dangers lie ahead. Now, let's get Aurora to Riften.
Let's do it. That was a bumpy ride, huh? Well, it's good to be in Riften. But listen, John, I don't think they're gonna let us take an unconscious body right through the front door. What if there's Thalmor waiting for us?
Walking through the front gate with an unconscious friend ain't exactly discreet. Jarl Lila Lawgiver's got her city guards on high alert, especially with all the Thalmor activity around here.
No.
Sneaking in's our best bet. Now, I know a way in, not far from the docks. We can slip in quiet-like. Avoid any unwanted attention. Kirav will be waiting for us at the Bee and Bar, getting things ready for Aurora's refreshments. We just got to keep a low profile till then. Stay close. Keep your wits about ye. We'll get through this, friend.
All right, John, you lead the way. I'm gonna get Aurora.
I'm a bit apprehensive, to be honest. This fog is unsettling, and I can feel eyes watching us from the shadows. But I trust John's knowledge of the city, and I'm willing to follow his lead. I'm more concerned about Aurora's condition, though. We need to get him to a safe place and tend to his wounds as soon as possible. I'll keep a watchful eye out for any signs of trouble while we move through the city. Let's just hope we can avoid any unwanted attention. John, how far is the Bee and Barb from here, and what can we expect once we arrive?
We'll move quick and quiet. The docks are just down this way. From there, it's a short walk to the Bee and Barb. We'll avoid the main street, stick to the alleys and back ways. Kirava's got a room ready for Aurora, and she'll have some remedies to help him recover. Now, keep your eyes peeled for any city guards or Thalmor patrols. We don't want no trouble.
It's just so dark, but we'll be fine. Here, I'm headed up these stairs. Hopefully this is the right way.
Careful there, friend. Them stairs can be treacherous, especially in the dark. But we're close. I can see the sign of the Bee and Barb just up ahead. We're almost there. Just a few more steps. BrainFrog, ye see that door? The one with the wooden bee carved into it? That's our destination. Just a few more steps. Ah, Kirava, it's been too long. I'm glad we finally made it. I've got some friends here who need some help. I know I can trust you to keep them out of sight. Let me introduce you. We've got BrainFrog, Lumina, and of course, the injured Aurora. They're good folk, just a bit entangled in some Thalmor business, if you catch my drift.
Greetings, Miss Kirava.
Pleasure, BrainFrog. And don't you worry about Aurora. I'll do my best to patch him up. I've dealt with my fair share of broken bones and battered warriors.
It's a little bit more than that.
John here has told me a bit about your situation, and I have to say, I'm intrigued. Thalmor business, you say? Well, you're safe here, at least for the time being.
Thank you.
The Bee and Barb is no stranger to secrecy, and I can assure you that we'll do our best to keep you under wraps. What happened to Aurora, if I might ask?
Well,
Miss Kirava, it's a bit of a long story, but I'll try to keep it brief. We were in Whiterun and, well, let's just say we had a bit of a run-in with the Thalmor.
you know how
They're
it is.
interested in my, shall we say, unique abilities, and they're not exactly subtle in their methods. We had to make a bit of a hasty exit, and in the process, Aurora got hurt. We've been trying to get him to safety ever since. John here was kind enough to offer his help.
That's
and
true.
we're grateful for it. But I have to admit, I'm a bit worried about the Thalmor. They're not likely to give up easily, and I fear we may have brought some trouble to your doorstep.
We hope we aren't putting you at a great inconvenience, Miss Kirava. But our brother here, Aurora, was struck with many arrows, and our magic isn't strong enough. He's stable, but he is in need of more healing and rest.
No inconvenience at all, BrainFrog. I'm happy to help those in need, especially if it means sticking it to the Thalmor. They think they can just waltz in here and start causing trouble? Ha! Not in my tavern, they don't. Now, let's get Aurora settled in and comfortable. I've got just the thing for him. A special tea that'll help him sleep and speed up the healing process.
Hell yeah.
I'll also get some bandages and clean his wounds properly. We'll have him back on his feet in no time. Lumina, would you like to help me get him settled in?
I'll go with Miss Kirava and help get Aurora settled in. Lead the way, Miss Kirava.
Well, at least let me help you get him upstairs. He's quite heavy.
Thank you, BrainFrog. That's very kind of you. John, would you mind giving them a hand as well? The stairs can be a bit tricky, especially with someone as injured as Aurora.
We'll be all right.
Let's get him up to the room, and then we can get started on that tea and those bandages.
Let's get him upstairs and comfortable. Once he's settled, I'll talk to Kirava about getting us some supplies and gear.
The bath is going to be so
We'll
nice.
need to be prepared to move quickly if the Thalmor show up. I'll also see if I can gather some information about any Thalmor activity in the area. Kirava's got connections, and I've got some acquaintances who might be willing to share some information. We'll need to be careful, though. If the Thalmor are looking for you, they'll likely have some agents in Riften.
Agents in Riften. Maybe we should go investigating? I don't know. Which way? Left, right, center? Which room is it?
Investigating? I don't think that's a good idea, BrainFrog.
No, you're right, you're right.
Not yet, at least. Besides, Riften's not exactly the most welcoming place for outsiders. We don't want to draw any more attention to ourselves than we have to. Let's focus on getting Aurora back on his feet, and then we can start thinking about our next move. Besides, I've got some ideas on how to gather information without putting ourselves in harm's way. Kirava's got ears all over this city, and I've got some friends who owe me favors. We'll get the information we need, but let's not rush into anything just yet.
Very well. Thank you. you so much, John. And Kirava, I really appreciate you guys helping us out. John, why don't we let the ladies do their work and let Aurora recover? Let's go snag a drink, huh?
Now that's a fine idea.
There you go.
BrainFrog, I could use a drink, and some quiet conversation would be a welcome change.
Absolutely.
Let's head downstairs. It's
not a bad
and
room,
I'll
though.
introduce you to some of Kirava's fine ale. We can sit in the corner, keep a low profile, and talk about, well, about anything that's not Thelma related for a change. Kirava, we'll be downstairs, enjoying your hospitality. Don't you worry about us. Just focus on getting Aurora back on his feet.
Yeah, that sounds like a hell of a plan. You gonna be all right up here, Lumina?
Yes, I'll be fine, BrainFrog. I'll stay with Aurora and help Kirava with his care.
Good.
You and John go ahead and take a break downstairs. Just be careful. We don't know who might be listening.
You're right. We'll be subtle. And when you're done, please join us. Thank you so much, Kirava. I appreciate it. We'll see you in a few. Come on, John. Let's go get hammering.
I'm not sure we'll be doing that much hammering.